In the ancient lands of Israel, a tale unfolds, rich with themes of strength, vulnerability, and betrayal. This is the story of Samson and Delilah, a narrative that speaks profoundly to the human experience and the consequences of yielding to temptation. Samson, a judge of Israel, was a man of unparalleled strength. His life, as chronicled in the Book of Judges, was marked by extraordinary feats. From slaying a lion with his bare hands to overcoming 1,000 Philistines with nothing more than a jawbone, Samson's power was legendary. However, his might was not merely a product of his physical prowess. It was a divine gift, bestowed upon him by God. Samson's strength was bound to a Nazirite vow, a sacred promise that included abstaining from wine, avoiding contact with the dead, and perhaps most notably, never cutting his hair. Yet, like many tales of old, Samson's story was not solely about his strengths, but also his weaknesses. His encounters with temptation frequently led him down perilous paths. Samson's attraction to Philistine women, despite the tensions between the Israelites and the Philistines, was a recurring source of conflict. His most famous liaison was with Delilah, a woman whose name has become synonymous with betrayal. The Philistines, aware of Samson's affection for Delilah, devised a plan to uncover the secret of his strength. They approached Delilah with an offer of silver, enticing her to betray Samson. Delilah, swayed by this temptation, agreed and set out to discover the truth. Over several encounters, she implored Samson to reveal the source of his strength. Each time, Samson deceived her, giving her false explanations. But Delilah's persistence wore him down. Finally, in a moment of vulnerability, Samson divulged his secret. His uncut hair was the key to his power. Delilah seized the opportunity. As Samson slept, she called a man to shave off the 7 locks of his hair. And with that act, his strength departed. When the Philistines came to seize him, Samson awoke to find himself powerless. He was captured, blinded, and led away in chains to Gaza, where he was made to grind grain in prison. A tragic fall for the mighty judge of Israel. However, the story does not end there. Samson's hair began to grow back, a symbol of the hope and redemption that often threads through biblical narratives. During a Philistine festival, as they praised their god Dagon, Samson was brought out to entertain them. In one final act of faith and strength, Samson prayed to God, asking for power one last time. Leaning against the pillars of the temple, Samson pushed with all his might, causing the temple to collapse. In his death, I had found a greater victory over the Philistines than he had in life. The story of Samson and Delilah echoes across time, serving as a poignant reminder of the perils of temptation and the importance of remaining faithful to God's calling. It illustrates how succumbing to personal desires can lead to one's downfall, yet it also reveals the potential for redemption through faith. For despite Samson's failures, his reliance on God in his final moments brought forth a powerful victory. This narrative encourages introspection, urging us to consider our own vulnerabilities and the sources of our strength. Are we steadfast in our commitments, or do we waver in the face of temptation? Delilah's betrayal is not merely an act of treachery, but a mirror reflecting the fragility of human resolve. Samson's life, with its highs and lows, invites us to learn from his experiences and to strive for a life anchored in faith and integrity. As we reflect on this story, let it serve as a guiding light, reminding us to avoid the entrapments of temptation and to remain true to our values and convictions. In the end, Samson's legacy is not just one of strength, but also of the enduring human spirit, a testament to the resilience found in faith,